Okay, I'm going to dive down a conspiracy rabbit hole, and I can't confirm anything, but it is quite interesting. You see, last week, whenever I was talking to you, I was telling you about how he is decking out the White House all in gold. He's making it Mar-a-Lago because he doesn't ever plan on leaving. And now that Steve Bannon has come out and said that Trump is going to be president in 2028, now that's all everybody's talking about, that Trump's not leaving, which we already knew from his decor. But that's not even the most interesting part. The most interesting part is this big, beautiful ballroom that you guys keep defending. But what makes it interesting is the location, because Trump told his donors that you cannot find a better location and the time is now. What did that mean? Well, let's look at it. I started looking into it and found out that the presidential bunker is actually located under the east wing of the White House. And you're going to say, so? What does that have to do with anything? Well, why does this big, beautiful ballroom have to be 90,000 square feet? Why does it have to be so grandiose? At first, I thought, okay, well, it's Trump's vanity because he has such a big ego. However, I started researching a little bit more because that's going to fit 900 people. Tell me why 900 people is important. Because when I looked, approximately 902 billionaires reside inside the United States. Now, Trump keeps taking benefits away from the American people to fund the tax cut to the rich, to the billionaires. And he is trying to tell you what a great thing that is because people are abusing the system. Which, okay, some are, but most people are on these programs because these billionaires are not paying a livable wage. That's what they will not tell you. They will not tell you that people who are on Medicaid and SNAP programs are working full time jobs. They're just working up these billionaire full time jobs who are not paying. What's also more interesting is that Mike Johnson put the Congress on indefinite recess, which has never happened. So why? Because they're saying, oh, it's the Democrats' fault. The Democrats, they don't want to reopen. Well, the Democrats are fighting to stop premiums from skyrocketing next year. And who would that benefit for the premiums to skyrocket but the billionaires? Why do you think they got all scared over the United Healthcare CEO? I'm just saying. So when you start privatizing Medicare like they want to do, who is that going to benefit? Oh, that's right, his mega donors. Now, Mike Johnson also said that they also have a health care plan, but he's not going to present it until after the shutdown, which is kind of odd considering that the shutdown is all due to this health care. So why not present it now? Because there is no health care plan. Just like Trump's first term, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, there was never a health care plan, but they want to present it to you as if there is one. Now, also during the shutdown, he refuses to swear in Adelita Gahava. Why? Because that would put the Democrats at 218, which would also force the release of the Epstein files. Now, we know from the whistleblower that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel had already ordered the FBI to watch out for Trump's name inside these files, which he's all over them. He went from campaigning, I'm going to release the Epstein file, even on his inauguration, I'm going to release it, to, it's a Democratic hoax. I don't want you as a voter if you keep wanting the release of it. I mean, he is spiraling out. Forget about it. This guy is nothing. He is trying to distract you from the Epstein files in any which way he can because he knows if it ever comes out, you will turn against him. Now, let's talk about this Argentina. Argentina's getting $40 million. Why? He already said that it's not going to help America at all. So why do it if it isn't going to help America? Because he's helping his ally. And it is contingent on his ally winning re-election. If his ally does not win, well, the deal falls through. So why do it? Trump is also demanding, during a government shutdown, $230 million for everything that he went through last year as a private citizen. Not as a president, but as a private citizen. He committed the crimes. He was found guilty of the crimes. His lawyer, who defended him in that case, is one of the deciding people on whether or not he should get the $230 million payout. So Trump is demanding money from the American people while American people are being laid off, fired from their jobs, or not even getting paid due to the government shutdown. I know they're saying, well, it's the Democrats that are stopping it. It's the Democrats that, are not allowing this. But let's use some common sense. He's telling all Republicans, do not come in. Do not. Whatever you do, do not come in. There is a reason for that. They do not want this shutdown to reopen, because when everything starts reopening, shit's going to start hitting the fan. So, is the quid quo pro for these billionaires to donate to this big, beautiful ballroom safety for themselves? Access to that bunker? Going to Argentina? I mean, it sounds kind of fishy, don't you think? You see, because the rich has always wanted us to fight against each other, always. And they keep wanting a divide to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so we never unite together. Because as long as we unite together, they can't keep screwing us over. So they need to keep us fighting. So they keep shifting the blame, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now you had the biggest protest in American history, which was the No Kings protest. And a lot of them were downplaying it, going, well, it was only 7 million people. It was really nothing. But it's nothing to scoff at either, but considering it was the biggest protest in American history. And that has them running a little bit scared. So they keep telling you prices are coming down, but prices are actually coming up due to the tariffs, which, if we learn from history with the Smoot-Hawley tax, we know that this is going to hurt us in the long run. It's already starting to take effect. You see, Trump's approval rating is already starting to go down, because some people are actually starting to see what is going on, and they're starting to fracture from him. And it's only a matter of time before he screws you over so hard that it boomerangs around and hits you, and you get mad enough to do something about it. And then when that happens, when he has everybody against him, he needs a contingency plan. That ballroom is going to house those mega millions, those billionaires, and the bunker is going to be the safety for whenever we use our Second Amendment right against a tyrannical government. That payout to Argentina is to keep them safe from extradition. That's why it's contingent on Trump's ally there. So while we had the biggest protest in American history, you got Eat the Rich hashtagging all the time. So people are starting to wake up to it. It's gotten them all scared. That's the only reason I can think of why they would donate to a ballroom. Otherwise, it would not be beneficial for them to even give money for a ballroom to which they'll never see or use. You see, because the rich doesn't do anything without first benefiting from it. So while they pillage this country, because they are the biggest handouts of socialism, they really are. They are getting the most handouts. It's not the American people, it's them. And they don't want you to see it. So they want us to keep fighting with each other to make sure we never unite. Because if we unite, we become more powerful than they are. And that scares them. So between the United Healthcare CEO, Eat the Rich, and all that, and the protest, they're running scared, and they need a contingency plan in this big, beautiful ballroom right above the presidential bunker. And that $40 million going to Argentina, well, that is their ticket out of here. But you'll never see it. Not yet. Not until it affects you. But you will.